Hey guys, it's Steph from DebtFreeSpending.com, and it's Friday night and school is out for the weekend, so I'm in a great mood and ready to give you guys another organizing blog post. And tonight we're going to be talking about the basics of organizing. And last night I had given you a sneak peek at my filing system. So this evening what I want to do is kind of go over with you the basics of all organizing. And these three bins here are representative. You're going to hear my yellow lab in the background, by the way. He won't settle down, but anyways. The three basic things that you should be sorting for no matter what you're organizing, no matter what you're sorting. So the first thing that you're going to do is whether you're sorting clothes, whether you're sorting paperwork, whether you're sorting food, the three things that you should be thinking of: are we going to trash it? Are we going to give it away? Are we going to keep it? And so this is what I use constantly. And I mean, this is the only system that I use whenever I'm going through different things. I think to myself, is this something that I need to keep? Can I just throw it in the trash, or can I give it away to somebody else? The other option would be, can I sell it? Which I didn't put a bin for that, but the things that you want to sell, definitely set aside, maybe into another bin, or, you know, but normally the basics of all organizing fall under these three categories, unless you're talking about material things that you can sell. So anyways, but the idea behind this is not to get bogged down in sentimentality or getting too sentimental about items, because I know a lot of times, like for my example, my mom, I was going through my closet the other night and I found her dress that she wore to my wedding. And so I was thinking to myself, oh, you know, this is so sentimental to me. My mom wore this to my wedding. Well, my mom's had gastric bypass and she's lost like 200 pounds. So what would be the point of me keeping that dress, you know? And so we gave it away. We donated it. Same thing with my grandma's dress. I mean, she's lost at least 50 or 60 pounds since my wedding 16 years ago. So we decided to give. Other times, my mom came in last weekend. We went through 17 totes of my son's clothing because we found out that we're having a boy again. And so we decided that we would go through and keep a lot of the clothing because we can reuse it. But there were just truly some clothing items that really just needed trash. They were yellowed, they had spit up on them, or, you know, formula spit up and all that, and it didn't look good, and it really wasn't worth giving either. So those things we trashed. But there were a lot of things we kept, and so we actually organized them by size, put them into totes, and used my labeler to actually put the labels on the front so that we knew what size it was. And then we put the largest size to the back of the closet and worked our way forward so that the, you know, 3 to 6, 6 to 9 months were right there in the front. So using these principles is how we organized all those clothes. I just did my own closet a couple weeks ago, and even my mail. I have to decide each day with my mail, am I going to keep it, trash it, keep it, trash it, or instead of giving it, do I file it? Okay, so if I am going to keep it, where am I going to file it? That's the bigger thing. You know, you're going to keep it, or you're going to trash it, and if you're going to keep it, where are you going to file it whenever you're done with it? So these three ideas are the crux of all organizing. A couple tips I want to give you. If it's something that's really sentimental to you, take a picture of it. If it's a dress or something that you have a great memory associated with, take a picture of it, because that doesn't take up any physical space, and you can even put it in a memory box and look at it. Just because you don't have the material thing doesn't mean that you can't have the memory. So that's my #1 tip. Also, a lot of paperwork. If you have a ton of paperwork and you don't have enough money for, which I don't either, so don't feel bad, but one of those Nitos, I think they're called, where you can, or even a scanner. A lot of times I would go through and I would scan documents so that I didn't have to even file them. If you can't do that, if you don't have a scanner and you don't have a Nito or anything like that, go ahead and just take a picture of the file, or go ahead and take a picture of the actual mail or whatever thing it is that you're wanting to keep a permanent record of. A lot of times whenever I'm checking out online with different bills and I get the confirmation page, if I'm on my iPad, I just snap the photo of it. But if I'm online, I snip a photo of it. And so if you don't know how to snip, let me know and I'll do another blog post on how to snip. So this is how you organize. All right, guys, have at it. Let me know how you're doing with it. Comment on it. Please give me some feedback, okay? And have a great weekend.